Hey, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Michigan Pathways. So, at the time we were recording this, it is the 26th of December. So, I wanted to kind of get some stuff out to you folks, and that way we're off and going, and we're not wasting any time. So, as I said in my previous, is with our 10 essentials this year, we're going to take each month and kind of break down and kind of dedicate a couple shows to the 10 essentials, why we should be carrying them, what other things we can be doing with those, in case of, an accident or an emergency situation or, trail situations, whatever the issue may be. So we're going to start off with our first aid. Now, as I said before, first aid is something that we have to think of first. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me. And here's why. Because if anything happens, we all know on the severity of the issue, we're done. We have to come off trail. Then I hear a lot of people go, oh no, we can tough it out and we can, keep on. That's fine. I'm not going to disagree with you. But there are incidences where we have to look at the severity of the issue, first aid, whatever it may be, where we may have to come off the trail or find a way to get off. So, as I said, there are three things that we have to look at, but there's really four. But we'll kind of we'll go through. So the first one is an incised wound. What is an incised wound? It is a clean, straight cut caused by a sharp edge. Okay, like a knife. Okay. The second one is a laceration. Now, lacerations can look really nasty, and those are caused by something tearing at the skin. Maybe like a knife that has a serrated edge to it, rocks, stuff like that. Abrasions are a wound that's caused by scraping, force, or friction. So when you're walking through and you're on some rocks or something and you kind of twist your ankle and you hit the side of your ankle or your shin or your elbow or stuff like that, that's an abrasion. Puncture is the last one. We all know what a puncture is. It's just a deep wound caused by something sharp, and it's stabbing, and it's going through the skin, which may be like a nail or a stick, knife, tent pole, tent stake. Who knows, folks? A lot of things to think about. So, I was talking with a buddy of mine about this, and he thought it was a great idea. But the idea of what to carry. Now, before I go any further down this rabbit hole here, first off, folks, I recommend very highly that you go and you find a place that has hands-on first aid. Going over on the internet and watching videos is one thing. To familiarize yourself is a great idea. Two, going out and actually doing hands-on CPR, learning how to deal with cuts, scrapes, broken bones, okay? Learning how to actually, how to be calm in a situation to where, a lot could go wrong. So there are a lot of places that can teach you how to be, calm because, a lot of times it is our instinct to panic. We're human. We're allowed to do that. Okay. But once you get your hands on, a situation or you're familiar with it, then you have confidence. Okay. So which I hope for everyone, but not a lot of people get it. That's fine. Practice. There's nothing wrong with practicing. Get some Band-Aids out, get some butterfly strips. Learn how to, close over a wound. I'm not saying you go cut yourself or anything, but you kind of get the idea here, folks. So first off, always try to find yourself and go refreshers. Every year, try to go back to the same place, get your CPR, get your AED, learn how to do basic first aid. It'll help you in the long run, trust me. So when we're out and about, what should we be carrying? Now, you get the people and Band-Aids or duct tape and zip ties. I'm good. Sure. If that's how you want to treat things, then that's fine. I'm not saying we have to look at it that way, but a lot of people like to be sensible, and I'm just kind of one of those. Now, your first aid kit can also reflect on how long you're going to be out on the trail. Here's what I say this. If you're going for an overnight, you don't need a lot. Really, you don't need a lot. Don't be bringing out them triage bags, folks. Just leave those things at home. A small kit you can buy, like at Walmart, okay? You can buy them online, Amazon. There's all kinds of small, fit right into your bag, first aid kits. Handful of Band-Aids. Handful of butterfly strips to close up those lacerations or those punctures. That way you got something closed and then you're able to wrap it. Tweezers, a small knife dedicated for a first aid. That's totally up to you. That's just how I go. My first aid kit has a small Swiss Army. Paid $20 for it. But it came with a small toothpick and small set of tweezers inside of it. So I have that dedicated. A little bit of gauze, a little bit of ointment, and your own medication. The other reason I bring this up is first aid bags are yours, folks. Now, it's a blessing that you're able to take care of somebody else in a situation, but your first aid kit should evolve around you, okay? Meaning it has your medicine, your needs for your day-to-day medical stuff, okay? Whether it be your EpiPen or your inhaler or whatever you're taking to get through each day, you got to have that in there, and that's for you, okay? It may sound selfish, it may, but each backpacker should have their own first aid kit that's built for them, okay? As I said, Band-Aids, butterfly strips, little small knife, tweezers, Leukotape, or even some type of protection against blisters. So those are the type of things that we need to address. Things that bleed, things that have abrasions, and things that bruise. Those three things can stop you and prevent you from continuing on trail. So with that, folks, kind of chewed up the 10 minutes here, but I just want to kind of go over the first aid. So next week, we'll look at a little bit more of our first aid kit, maybe some different ideas, if you will. I've given you some, but we've got a lot more to go. So with that being said, folks, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you on the trail. You take care.